The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated.
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes. As if I...
She takes a deep... reaching across...
At least the barbarians were unable to club their...
The Meister turns...
Oh, pardon. Thank you for rescuing me after...
She stops mid...
We are quite finished with politeness. There is so much to do. Enthusiasm? We shall begin once we have... Come, Godwoken. Fortunately, the Magisters pay as much attention to art as they do to fashion. Kindly remove that painting from the wall. I pray my instructions will not be too technical for you. Can you not see the button on the wall? Your talent for following simple instructions fills me with wonder and pride. We can go nowhere until you open the safe in the floor. The combination is...
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite frame are taking your time.
Excellent. Follow me.
Balwit, would you have me die of thirst? Fill my damn cup. May the seven usher...
Ancient ruins, weird contraptions. This place is not...
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken? And you, in your infinite wisdom, would know... No. Becoming the divine means take... The divine was created by the... The divine cannot use his power for anything else. When you become the divine, there...
For just a moment, her eyes soften.
It is no small thing to ask. Without a new divine, Rivellon will die. Very well, then. Let's see if we... The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, burning in your lungs, or a dire sense of existential dread. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood...
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be...
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
And do not lose anything.
Blessings of the divine upon you, good sir. My husband and I were just nonsense. Come, sit. There you go, all cozy. So tell me, Are you heading to Arks like we are? Nicholas and I wouldn't miss Lucian's Day for the world. Oh, but you must visit the... So come, let us break bread and strengthen...
You eat, drink, and have a good time of it with Glory and her...
I have to stop these.
Greetings! May the Seven circle you and keep you safe. Ah, it's a wonderful day, wouldn't you agree? And with good why, only a few days ago, I was writhing in pain, but then a fellow pilgrim passed by, laid his hands upon... Alas, I cannot say who he was, but fills my heart with glad... May the Seven keep...
Elton, my inkwell is dry. Fetch me some more. Hell with her. I need those reports, Captain. Elton, my inkwell is dry. Fetch me some more. Hell with her. I need those reports, Captain.
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pound. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. Bathed in the half-light of these starless... It looks haggard and weak. It's...
My chosen, come. Come closer. Look me.
The apparition clasps your face.
Blind eyes. Speak the spell. And see.
Gone is the strange mirror image of yourself.
You know me now, don't you? I saved you from your god-woken soul.
Ralik nourished...
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. Don't you dare to be ungrateful. The Void, we're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing. Well, you must realize that after together we are... That means there is but one place we can go. It most certainly will. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated. That is where the road to divinity leads, and you must be the first to reach it at all costs. It was a time of... The Void is stronger than ever. Only he who claims everything will be everything. The Void's doom. This world's liberator. It's very simple, really. They will either bow to you or be undone. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own God-woken as we speak. Only one can become a... So make no mistake, but don't let that dismay you. For these sins will be washed clean. I promise, our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command
Horse laughed.
Perhaps. Focus not on death and I. We are I now. You must make them teach you. So, return to Rivellon and seek out the... Once you have, you may return to me here. Something that will make you understand. Source is. You have the vision of a god now. Speak the spell during... Best of luck.
The Meister stares intently at you.
Still alive?
She leans in.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
She sighs
You can't channel enough source? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps? I know exactly what must be done. You must find a master of swords. The purging which the Magisters included as part of their service. Not enough to silence me, but enough to sever my link to the font from which all source flows. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turn into meat puppets are those two sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not just so. Some are... However, it is the path we walk. No...
The Meister doubles over.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn. And you do not seem to be sorcerers, evil, controlling your focus, your only focus. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones, but do be careful not to get caught. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just...
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens. A dark red stain...
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember...
Opening the door, after a quick rummage, you gather up the... The spirit of an elegant elf...
You can see me. I am the Meister's apprentice. I study under her, but I do not learn. Meister tells me it cannot happen, that I am not... No air fills my lungs.
The spirit looks at...
It is hard to hear of such power.
Queen Justinia execute.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think.
Magisters dropping left and right. Can't say I'm...
Where is it? Where is it? Sir, please, have you seen a small...
She looks up at you in surprise.
You'd... you'd help me.
She nods and turns.
Terribly sorry. I'm not in my proper mind.
Bellwether, I need those reports
sir.
stamped.
Right away.
Well, right, fetch me some
Right
more.
away.
Alexander the Innocent, intolerant, killed by
The spirit of a magic.
My ring. Where's my ring?
The spirit looks at.
I was still alive when she...
The spirit inclines her head towards the kitchen. The spirit ponders your question.
Oh, in many places.
A ghostly seaman stares at the captain, his lip curled in a malevolent grin, his eye...
Are you her man, or sail you with us? Then you won't sail with her. She ran the ship upon the rocks, although I rang the bell. That light weren't no lighthouse. I rang the bell in warning, and she ran You ran the ship upon the rocks, Captain, and all the...
The ghost swivels his head back to...
You've got to pick who you can trust.
A weathered woman in a dead...
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass.
And I'm saying, you can trust me.
But I saw the lighthouse. It rings now still, please.
She buries her...
Make it.
The ghostly seaman rings his bell.
Spoke to the lady captain, didn't you? I'm doing my duty here, I am. I'm the lookout and I'm ringing the bell. Rocks ahead, Captain. There's no lighthouse here. Rocks ahead! Ha 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 ha!
His lip curls over...
Rocks ahead, Captain!
The bell... A ghostly seaman...
Sail you with her? I'm doing my duty here, I am.
His lip...
Rocks ahead, Captain!
The bell... The ghostly seaman...
Captain Abelweather.
He turns back to...
Rocks ahead, Captain!
The bell...
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
It's a shame it is.
An absolute shame.
Oh no, can you believe it? The divine sons...
It ain't right.
It ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. I hope they round up them sorcerers for...
You said it, Hilka.
Rocks ahead, Captain. You hear me?
Weathered and rugged, the man sleeps soundly.
There's bad things in the cave.
His eyes open, but he doesn't...
Blood and oil do me.
His eyes flicker open, but he looks like he's...
The island is ruined and doesn't have a name. Don't go there.
His eyes open, but he doesn't... His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly...
Sawdust and wolves, mother.
His eyes open.
Arcs for...
His eyes open. He goes back...
Now train your eyes on my treasures, not my person.
Of course it's not
Yes, my lord.
Here now. When one's in a small town, one must expect small town manners, I see.
I'm not in love with you.
Have you a reason for barging into my rooms? No harm done. Still, I may as well introduce myself.
Doesn't this room... But, of course, I should...
Hard
I've
apart.
never been so
Can't you hear the bells are ringing?
Weep, my friends, for Alexander the Innocent, killed by sorcerers, a most vile incident. A valiant warrior against the void, taken too early, all hope destroyed.
And if the
The
magic
path
is
thus ended, the conclusion of a noble bloodline. Who shall rise? Who gains the title most divine?
I'm approaching.
We wait, we wander and wonder, seeking signs from the gods. May the seven usher us to paradise against all the odds. Weep, my friends, for Alexander the Innocent, killed by sorcerers, a most vile incident. A valiant warrior against the void, taken too early, all hope destroyed. The path thus ended, the conclusion of a noble bloodline.
What's even the point?
You best get.
She rolls her eyes.
shaft. Of course they'll come for us. Lohars ain't gonna just twiddle his toes forever. Crowbar would open this thing. Oh, you got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Duda to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands. Asking to do it for us than for it to budge by our own hands. Bad enough all the fucking rubbish. They were stuck. No iron have our heads.
No heart ain't gonna fly you just because Mortis covered his truck's good.
There we go. The door's opening.
They were stuck.
By Duna's dagger. You here to free us or kill us?
You're not getting an answer till you keep your hands free of wands and such.
That's it then?